Whoops, I forgot to add myself to the stage. Hello, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. I think I'll just say good day. Oh, it's so good to see everybody here this morning or this afternoon. I'll just say this morning. We'll just say that. But yes, I tell you what, we are having some snow coming in just a few hours. I'm very, very lucky because my kids were almost going to be home, and I don't know what I would have done if they had not gone to school. They have an early release because the snow is coming this afternoon. So everybody's coming home early, but right now I'm all by myself. Well, except for the dogs. And I'm so thankful that I get to spend some time with you this morning. We are going to have a great time. As you know from the intro that I actually remembered to update this time, we have some special guests that are going to be visiting via video, talking about their releases that just came out today or are coming out later this week. There's a slew of releases coming out this week. We're going to be talking about, they're kind of sprinkled throughout the entire rest of the week. I think maybe because of Valentine's Day. Kind of neat. So we'll be talking about that. We're also going to be talking about, for those of you that are monster romance fans, there is a Stuff Your Kindle Day happening on Valentine's Day. We'll give you all the info, all the deets on that if you're interested, as well as updates on the best book boyfriend bracket, which is really coming to a close soon. We're going to be voting live for our #1 book boyfriend on Friday, on Valentine's Day. Very exciting. And we're going to be celebrating Victoria's birthday, but that's not all. After we do sprints, we're going to be coming back and meeting with romance author Christy Swift, who just has a book that came out today called Celebrity Crush. So I'm looking forward to it. She's not here right now because she's actually doing a photo op at a Barnes and Noble, which I just think is so fun. So we'll have to ask her how that goes later when we see her. But let's see who's here today. I'm so excited to say good morning to people. Hello, Terry. Hello, Megan. Good morning, Paige. Oh, hello, Julie. I haven't had a chance to message you back, Julie. I'm going to be doing that. Hey, it's Wyoming Wells. Good morning. Hello. I love it. Great morning. Oh, even better. And great morning to Silly as well. Your dog. So cute. Hey, Christina. How is everybody? Truly, how is everybody? Tell us in the comments, how are you doing this Tuesday? I was going to say morning. I'll just say morning since that's where I'm at. Vi says, hello, everyone. Late afternoon for me. I'm glad I finally managed to get this on time. I'm so glad, Vi. We're so glad you're joining us. Yay. Yes. So glad you're here. Oh, Anna is in her historical romance era. Yes. Not in the mood for anything else. Do you know that that was me? And then I read a football romance and I thought, oh, maybe I could do something other than historical. But I'm mostly with you, Anna. I'm totally the same. And it's Anna, right? Tell me if I'm saying it wrong. Should it be Anna or Enna? I don't want to say your name wrong. Oh, how cute. I love it. Oh, and Ajatu, good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm doing great, having fresh from over the biscuit with butter, strawberry jam. What? Oh, yummy. That's amazing. I butchered what you said, but yes, that sounds delicious. Good morning, Nalita. Trying to wake up my kids. Oh, that's a full-time job, right? Christina asks, do you plan on rereading Barbarians' Heart since you got the new cover? So I am actually this sounds so strange, but some of you know this already. I love to re-listen to these when I go to sleep at night, to the Barbarian's Heart, as we were just talking about. I've already listened to this 3 times, but I fall asleep. It's my perfect way to fall asleep. I put it on right when I'm tired and get in bed, and I put on the timer for like 15 to 30 minutes, depending on how tired I am. And so every night I go to bed pretending that I'm on a ice planet with gorgeous cinnamon roll heroes. It's lovely. So yes, I do want to read the back, Christina, because sometimes they have, she's got aftershocks in here. This is so this is the, I'll show you actually what's in here for those of you that are interested. She has included the bonus novella Aftershocks, which actually I've already read, but still, I enjoy reading these again. And for a while there, she was including the honeymoons after the first like 4 of these. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. Sorry, guys. She was including the honeymoons, the bonus honeymoons, and she was also doing stories just for these books, but she got away from it. So, you know, that's okay. I'm sure she's very busy. So sometimes we get extra stuff, sometimes we don't. It looks like now they're just including novellas and things. But yes, I will be at some point. I'm re-listening to Ice Home again, but then once I get to the end, I'm gonna go back again to the beginning. Just a great way to have escapism as you go to sleep. And Enna, right? Enna. Okay, Enna. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Okay, good. Hope everyone is doing great today. Thank you, Julie. I hope you're doing well. Love the color covers to these books. Oh, I know. It's so pretty with the sunset. It really is. They just do a gorgeous job. And I just love how they're holding hands. For those of you that are not familiar with this plot, we have a woman here. They're married. And well, I think I talked about this the other day, but he has amnesia and she's really going through it because he doesn't remember her, and they've got their baby here. It's just, I just think it's so beautiful. And the way that they come back together, it's lovely. It's lovely. Yeah. The covers are gorgeous. The spines are also gorgeous. So this one's going to be up here looking like this. I mean, all the colors. It's just so pretty. So pretty. I love it. I don't think, I'm going to have to check now, but I don't believe that she has announced the next one yet. Usually by the time one comes out, they will have already said that the following one, they seem to come out in January and July. But I don't think I saw the next one for July. I'm going to have to check. Maybe I'll do that during sprints. And if anyone's heard, do let me know. I would love to know. Well, let's see. We have some things to do today. So I've got my slides. And let's start off by talking about what is going on. Barbarians Hope comes out in April. Thank you, Christina. Gonna pre-order that during our sprints. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm very excited. So let's talk a little bit about the best book boyfriend bracket. This is where we stand currently. As of right now, people are voting for Jack Mulligan and Sebastian Lord St. Vincent. We shall see who comes out on top, and then we're going to be, guys, in the quarterfinals. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Obviously, this is the Rake versus Bad Boy. Then we have the Cinnamon Roll Heroes. Right now, Daniel Grant is up against Tom Barlow. I believe that Daniel Grant is losing. By the way, I didn't think that was possible. This is quite an upset. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take you directly to, I'm going to let you see a backstage pass here, guys. We've got, is this the one that's going right now? Let me show you what is happening as we speak in the votes. Let me see. I'm going to share my screen. Here we are. So this is what is currently happening. We have Sebastian Lord St. Vincent really beating out Jack Mulligan so far. I love to see these. We also have in the Cinnamon Roll Hero category, there have been quite a few since I last checked. Daniel Grant is still losing, but Tom Barlow is winning. Not by much, though. We're going to see what happens. It's anybody's game at this point. I did not think Daniel Grant could lose from Part of Your World, but it looks like Tom Barlow might just beat him. We've got Aiden Graves from the Wall of Winnipeg and Me really beating out Brishan from Grace Draven's Radiance. I didn't know if that could happen either, but I've heard such great things about the Wall of Winnipeg and Me. So I shouldn't be surprised. I haven't read that one yet. I need to. Then we have Nathaniel Hart roundly beating Slade. So we're going to see what happens, but I'm really, this has been so much fun to put together every day, to look for. I mean, I tell you, it's fun. I know. No, not Daniel. I just voted for him. To be fair, I don't know who Tom Barlow is. That's fair. I just vote for who I know. I think a lot of people probably do that. And I honestly think, too, that people are voting based, sometimes, this is my guess, on the cover or if they know the author. Like Sarah McLean, whatever she's done, she seems to always win. So, so we shall see what happens. Heading back over to my slides here. Let me see if I can remove this because I don't need to. Yeah, there we are. In the alpha protective category, this is where we currently stand. Again, as I mentioned, I mean, it's going to be crazy. Starting tomorrow, we're going to have, let me go back a little bit. Derek Craven is going to be up against Gabriel St. John. Luca from, oh my gosh, my brain is blanking. I can't believe it. Love Light Farms is going to be up against Shep Balder from Ready or Not. This is getting crazy, folks. Cam Rohan is going to be up against Nero. And then Jamie Fraser from Outlander is going to be up against Avery Archer from that Mary Balog book that everybody seems to really like. So we're going to see what happens. I'm really, really curious. I just can't wait to do the live vote on Friday when we find out who the ultimate book boyfriend is. But I'm going to tell you, there have been some major upsets. And speaking of upsets, I've had quite a few people messaging me very upset about Lestat, about Zayden. I'm trying to think who else. Those are the ones I've heard about the most, where people are like, I am not happy. Like, I am so sorry. So for one of them that was so upset about Zayden, I said, we're primarily, this audience, I think we're more towards historical romance and contemporary romance than, say, fantasy, which if we were a fantasy crew, Zayden would probably be getting further than he is. But there have been some major upsets. Very, very interesting. Oh, good morning, Molly. Molly just joined us. Anna says, I've been so lost in fan fiction that I'm not recognizing any of the names. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. Good morning, Kristen. Terry says, Sarah McLean doesn't always win. Tommy Peck has lost. Oh, that's right. That's right. That was another one that was kind of an upset from, oh my gosh, the orange one. My brain, Terry, which one? What's the title of that one? Not Heartbreaker, not Bombshell. The third one. Tell me, Terry. I need your help. And Megan read it too. Thank you. Knockout. Thank you. Thank you. Why Wolfric Bedouin against Avery Archer? Why? I know. I tried to put together people that were sort of similar. But yeah, it was tricky. I feel like there was a big learning curve to this too. And there were so many more names. We really had to work to narrow it down. So very interesting. Very interesting. Moving on to our next big topic. Oh, yes, let's talk about the releases that are coming out. I'm very excited. So this is the one we're going to be discussing after the sprints this morning, probably about 11 o'clock. We're going to be meeting with Christy Swift and talking all about her new book, Celebrity Crush. You know what? I was just going to say something, but I think I want to talk about it with Christy in a minute. But let's talk about some more here. We've got A Rebel Without Claws, which has come out today by the fabulous Juliette Cross. For any of you like me, oh my gosh, so obsessed. I am I can't speak. Devraj Kumar, who is currently up for Best Book Boyfriend in her book Don't Hex and Drive, which I believe is book 2. Yeah, 2. I always love it when they have the numbers. That helps me so much. But yes, for the Stay Spell series, it was so very popular that she went on to write this not a sequel, but it's based on the next generation from the Stay Spell series, which is paranormal, set in Louisiana. I could go on, but honestly, I think you would probably rather hear from Juliette Cross herself. Let's do it.
Hi everyone, Juliette Cross here. I want to thank Bea for having me today and for celebrating A Rebel Without Claws, which is released today. I'd also like to mention that the Stay a Spell series is very special to me for many reasons. First and foremost, because it was the first series that I indie published from beginning to end. It was the first time I took a chance on myself and decided to go out on my own completely and to just trust my instincts and to try something new and different and to write stories that were close to home, literally where I live. My husband's from New Orleans. We spend a lot of time there. It is just one of our favorite places in the world. And the reception that Stay a Spell had, I was not expecting. I was delightfully surprised how many people really enjoyed the Savoy family. And so when it was time to end the Stay a Spell series, I was already kind of thinking maybe I can stick around a little longer and try the Next Generation series. And so that's where we're at with Southern Charm. And book one is A Rebel Without Claws. It is about Ronan and Celine. Celine is the daughter of Evie and Mateo from book one, Wolf Gone Wild and Stay a Spell. And so we have another werewolf witch couple and pairing. And it's interesting is that Ronan also cannot shift, but for very different reasons than Mateo, very different reasons. And I think I went into something that's really kind of near and dear to my heart right now, which is mental health and taking care of yourself with anxiety and all of those things that you need to take care of. Your mental health is as important as your physical health and everything else in your life. And so I really wanted to address that in this with Ronan and Celine, and also tell just a beautiful love story. So I hope that you really enjoy them. I have been told by one or two people that Ronan is my swooniest hero from Stay a Spell or Southern Charm series. And I don't know if that's true, so we'll see. But I really hope you enjoy it. And thank you to all the readers of Stay a Spell. I am just over the moon excited that readers are still excited about this family and this world, in this little paranormal series set in New Orleans.
Oh, yay. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, she was so wonderful and she did such a great job with that. I'm just so excited to read that series with the first book. So yes, that one is based on the werewolf people. The guy is a werewolf and the girl is a witch. That's the original couple, Mateo and Evie. And so it's witches, grim reapers, believe it or not, vampires and werewolves are the people that you're going to be coming in contact with in this series and the spin-off series. So very exciting. Very, very exciting. All right. So we'll talk about some more. There are so many good ones. Wait till you see. Let's talk about the next one that's coming out today. B.K. Borison's First Time Caller. This is one I really wanted to get. I didn't get the arc. I don't think this is Berkeley, though. Believe it or not. Oh, yes. Megan was saying the first one that we just discussed, Rebel Without Claws, it does seem fun and interesting. I'm really looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. Oh, good morning, Shannon. Oh, no worries at all for being late. We're happy you're here. Work keeps getting in my way of what I actually want to be doing. Oh, I hear that. I love anything set in New Orleans. Oh, how fun. Yes, New Orleans, I feel like, is another character, really. I love how she incorporates New Orleans into the series. It's awesome. I know, Berkeley. They also they denied me an arc this past week too. I was like, oh, oh, Berkeley. Now I have to buy your books. Oh well. Oh my goodness. Oh, Dee, hello. Wonderful. Glad to be joining you live. I'm getting some great book recommendations from your channel. Hooray! Well, you're going to be getting some today that are coming out this week. So we are very excited. So glad you can join us this morning, Dee. Wonderful. Berkeley will cave one of these days. It's going to happen. I know. It has to happen. I really hope so. At least Berkeley is consistent. Well, this is true. I know. I apply for just about any arc now because even if I don't feel like I have time, I'm like, well, they're not going to say yes anyway. So I thought one day, you know what, maybe, because it literally says that they'll say like, try again later. We like to be, we look at everyone, we look at every request individually. So always try again. And they also send emails. It's the only one NetGalley sends me. They're like, please try this one from Berkeley. I'm like, why are you emailing me to poke me in the eye about the fact that you're never going to give me an arc? I tell you what. Paige says, I just got my copy of First Time Caller yesterday from my Book of the Month subscription. Oh, can't wait to read it. Oh my gosh, Paige. That's so exciting. I don't know if you were supposed to get it yesterday. Ooh, Book of the Month. Oh my. Oh my. Yes. Oh, Megan, you're so good. Hello and welcome to D, says Megan. I love it. Anna says, I have 30 historical romances in my Pango cart that I'm getting for my birthday, but I have to wait until tomorrow to place the order. Oh, okay. Well, they can't go anywhere, right? If they're in your cart, they're going to stay, right? I don't know about the Pango rules. When, by the way, is your birthday? Do we know? Do I have that in my little birthday spreadsheet? Because I want to make sure we celebrate you, Anna. So you've got to let us know. Let's talk about some other books that are coming out. First Time Caller, as we mentioned, this is the one. It's the first one in a new series by B.K. Borison. I can't wait. I think I may have pre-ordered the audio. And I need to find out now. If I go, I can look right now. Hello, I'm on my computer. We're going to see who the narrators are for this because I want to see. Oh, it's the Heartstring series. This is book 1. And it says the narrators are E.J. Bingham and Hathaway Lee. I don't know either of those names off the top of my head. Let me know if you've heard of either of those. I'd love to hear more from your expertise. Oh, if someone buys it first, I don't get it. No! It's on the 16th, February 16th. Oh, that's my mom's birthday. Oh, how fun. Anna, we've got to celebrate you. We got to celebrate you next week or this Friday. I'll figure it out. Let us know, Anna, by the way, what kind of music you like. And if it's death metal, that's going to be tricky. That was the last one. That was the last one. Oh my gosh. So yes, really looking forward to reading this book. First in a series, the Heartstring series, set, I don't know if it's set in Seattle actually, but it's based on Sleepless in Seattle. Tiffany of Tiff Talks Pages has been reading this and has been going crazy on her stories, talking about it practically every day. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited to read it. I think it's going to be great. We then have The Lady Courts a Marquis by Gillian Eaton. This one also came out today. Let me tell you a little bit more about this one. Lady Courts a Marquis. Typing it in. Okie dokie. This is book 2 of the Ladies of Seduction series. Kind of a short one at 186 pages. And it's on Kindle Unlimited. For those of you that enjoy a good Kindle Unlimited book, Old Passions Have Cooled. By the way, okay, before I say anything else, look at this dress. Are you kidding me with this dress? And the fan? OMG. I mean, come on. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I love it. And Anna, now I've got some more historical romance for you. She says, I'm into classic country women's music right now. Ooh, okay, I can do that. I grew up with my grandmother a lot of the time, and that's what my mama listened to. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right. Country music to celebrate Anna on the 14th or the closest Tuesday after that. I'm going to look. But I digress. Let's learn a little bit more about The Lady Courts a Marquis, Ladies of Seduction, Book 2. Old passions have cooled. It was desire at first sight when Lady Catherine Kitty Holden and William Colburn, Earl of Radcliffe, met. The stars aligned in their favor for a brief, shining moment before tragedy struck and the heavens came crashing down. Now Kitty is desperate to escape her loveless marriage to William, and she's willing to do anything, even divorce, to free herself from the cold, handsome husband who refuses to let her go. He's cold, but he's also handsome. We rarely see that combination in romance, do we? But even a single ember can ignite a blaze. William has never met a woman that infuriates him more than Kitty or makes his blood burn as hot. He knows that he doesn't deserve her, but he'll be darned before he gives her up. Surely there's something in their marriage worth saving. Her beautiful blue eyes might flash with fury whenever she looks at him, but when they kiss, her lips are pure passion. Long-held secrets rise to the surface in a battle of wills that threatens to tear apart everything Kitty and William thought they knew about each other and about love. But sometimes happily ever afters aren't just granted. Sometimes they must be fought for. For those of you that are into marriage in trouble, or marriage in crisis, I can never remember. I have some people that are like, that's my favorite trope, marriage in crisis. I'm like, that sounds stressful. But they love it. They love it. So if you like that trope, you got that in spades in this one. Terry says the dress is gorgeous, but nothing historical as usual. Okay, this is true. We learned that they're not always historically accurate, but we can still enjoy how pretty they are. I tell you. Sorry, accurate. Oh, I know what you meant. I know what you meant. Ajatu says you can click on the narrator and see what books they have narrated before. Holy cow, Ajatu! You're teaching me today. I love it. Have a look if you've listened to any of the books before. Thank you, Ajatu. Look at you teaching me. I love it. Good morning, Kamal. Great to have you with us today. We are just right now we are going through the new releases this week. We've gotten to see some great ones so far. Also, this one's coming out on February 13th. I wanted to grab this one because it looks a little spooky, a little crazy. Look, notice how there's a gentleman in the foreground. He's holding her close. And there's the moon in the back with the dark clouds. It's very ominous looking. And we have some night blooming flowers. And of course, the title is Evidence of Evil. I thought, oh, this would be a good one for October. So I was dying again to get this one. I didn't have time to grab it, unfortunately. I know it's surprising that I had the self-restraint to not request this arc, but I did. So let's learn a little bit more about this interesting looking one by Mary Lancaster herself, The Evidence of Evil. This is book 2 of the Silver and Gray series. This one's definitely a full length novella. You can buy it for 99 cents on Kindle. How about that? And it's coming out, as I mentioned, on the 13th. Lucky 13. It's probably perfect for this type of book. It says pursuing murder and fighting love. Several weeks after they parted company, courtesan Constance calls on the wealthy businessman Solomon Gray to request his help solving another mystery. My assumption is the first mystery was in book 1 of the Silver and Gray series. Her old friend Elizabeth, now the wife of respected magistrate Sir Humphrey Maull, is being accused of murder. Solomon, bored and restless, happily agrees before he realizes they are expected to pose as husband and wife. Oh, we've got fake marriage, guys. We got fake marriage. While this presents its own challenges, the case itself is elusive. The young woman fished out of the lake in her nightgown is the Mauls' neighbor. And there's nothing to show how she passed away except that it was not by drowning. That's interesting. Hunting for evidence, Constance and Solomon turn their attention to the complicated victim herself, who may have harbored more than one deadly secret. As they struggle toward the truth, their own relationship grows more intense and neither can see a way forward. When the mystery is solved, will their friendship survive? Looks very interesting. And you know what? Book 3 is called The Ghost in the Garden. Book 4 is called The Trick of the Treasure. And book 5 is The Word of the Wicked. So obviously, Mary Lancaster has minimum 3 more books coming out in this series. And they all look a little spooky and mysterious. So it looks like fun. I love it. Let's see. Oh, and I missed a couple of these. I don't want to miss anybody here. Oh, yes, I sometimes listen to books because of the narrator. D, I'm with you. I'm with you. 100%. Julie's Lifes and Joys. Hey, Julie, good morning. Hey, B, my birthday is March 27th. I'm turning 40, the big 40, and I'm hoping to get my hair done. Blue, spa, books, all the things. Awesome. I think we have your birthday down. If we don't, I'm going to put it down. I need to make a note. Julie, March 27th. Sorry that I keep singing. Even my students were like, when I used to teach, they're like, you sing talk. And I was like, I didn't know that. I didn't notice. Terry says, I think I read Mary Lancaster once or twice. She's a good author. Excellent. I've heard good things. I know, it looks cool. It really does, doesn't it? Shannon says, I love Second Chance, Marriage in Trouble, and Friends to Lovers romances. It's because they already have history and an established relationship, so it's often emotional. Ooh, that's a good, I love that explanation, Shannon. I love an emotional read. This one's got it. It's got it. I love romance with a murder mystery. I know. I seem to notice, I feel like I'm noticing this. Recently, a lot of the historical romances that maybe it's because I'm really into that, but correct me if I'm wrong. Are there more coming out lately that are historical romances with a splash of mystery? I feel like there are. Let me know what you think. I know I'm noticing it, but it's because I'm really into it too. So there you go. Megan says, same, Shannon. It's like second chance, but higher stakes. So true. We got what is it? The angst baked right in, as they say. Evidence of Evil sounds good. Adding it to my TBR right now. Yay! A wonderful page. Who, a mystery and romance. I love these two genres often blended together. Truly. Got my vote in, Megan. Oh, did you vote? Oh, good. We don't mind if you sing talk. Thank you. I did not know that I did it. I really didn't until people told me. Yes, Megan, right? Right? Everybody's celebrating. I love it. Okay. Then we've got Terms and Conditions, which is out February 14th. This one obviously is a contemporary romance. And this is going to take me just 1 second, guys. There's something not wrong with, so Jensen Parker sent me a video. I'm so excited about it. I sent it to my husband because I was having issues getting it converted. And he's like, it's fine on my end. So I think it's my computer. So what I'm going to do, we're going to share the screen because I can figure this out. I can get this done, but I can't do what I really want to do, which is have her front and center with her book. So what I'm going to show you is this too. She's going to reference in her video 3 books. The first is Until Now. The second is Strictly Business. And the third, which is coming out later this week, is Terms and Conditions. So just wanted you to know that up front before you see her video. It'll make more sense in just a moment. So here, I'm going into my mail. This may take me just a sec, and you may start seeing her play. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Thank heavens I could figure out a way to do it this way. Let's see. There we go. Okay, perfect. Where am I? Okay, there I am. Okay, we can see her. Hopefully we can hear her. Let's hear it. This was a great video. Wait till you see.
Hi guys, I'm Jensen. I am coming to you from outside my house because I have an almost 1-year-old who is not very conducive for making videos. So that's usually why you don't see me make many of them. But I wanted to just come on, say a quick hello, and tell you guys a little bit about my newest book, Terms and Conditions. This one does have that really ugly, not for resale on there because it's just the proof copy. But I really love this one. This one has definitely been a work of love, and a lot went into this one. I went through some things the past year, and this book really helped me kind of work through those. So it was very therapeutic. But Terms and Conditions is the 3rd book in my Stranger series, and it follows Josh and Elizabeth, who you do meet in the other 2 books. Like I said, it's the 3rd, but you can read them independently. I write them to be standalones. However, with other series, you're probably going to, I guess, find more enjoyment by reading the others, but you don't have to. I will say that the people who have read it, who have not read the others, have come back and said that they wish they had, and they are going to go read them. But like I said, to each his own. You can read it independently. What you can expect is a marriage of convenience, second chance romance, open door spice. I do try to make it where if you're not somebody who likes spice, it's pretty obvious that it's coming, so you can skip ahead and still enjoy the book. Yeah, no third act breakup. That's pretty different for me, but I kind of enjoyed it in this one. And there's a reason for it too. You'll have to read it to find out. And then the last chapter, that has been a comment from pretty much everybody who's read it. I'm pretty excited about that last chapter leading into the 4th book of the series. I don't want to give away too much. You'll just have to read it and find out. But thank you for checking in, and I look forward to hearing all of your comments and questions, and maybe I'll see you at a book convention this year.
How fun. I love it. I love it. In fact, let me put this back over here so you can see all three of the books. I have her website and her Instagram, as well as Juliette Cross's and Christy Swift's, who we'll be talking to later in this show. But I have everybody's Instagram and their websites linked in my description box if you want to learn more, especially, for example, she mentioned the book convention. So I'm sure she's got those listed on her website and or her Instagram if you're interested to see if she's going to be touring near you, which is fun. Shannon, you're so funny. You do sing talk and it's delightful. It always makes me smile. You have a great voice, just saying. You're so kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Was Scythe and Sparrow brought up because I will be happy dancing my way to the register at Barnes and Noble. Oh, that was not on my radar, Kristen. I'm sorry, because I'm a wimp. I am a weenie. But I know that's one of those darker ones, right? Is that like the Lark and something and what is it? Oh, Blackbird, Butcher and Blackbird, and all those ones with the serial unalivers and the cannibalism, and I'm just like, I don't think I'm strong enough for that. But I've heard good things. People that enjoy heavier stuff are really enjoying it. I should just stop talking because I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh gosh, I love her. You do you, but you should do it the way I told you vibes. Yes, Jensen is a hoot, isn't she? She's great. We've been communicating. I've been really enjoying talking to her. She's super. Yeah, I love that. So, yeah, kind of interesting. Looking at one of the other ones, this one's coming out on Valentine's Day on Friday. This is Love in Netherford, Book 2, The Viscount of St. Albans by Natania Barron. Before I get into that, I want to see what Kristen said. It's from Butcher and Blackbird. Okay, good. It's all good. Good. Okay. So Kristen can be like your source. She's got her channel, The Neverending TBR in Kristen's Corner. I'm sure she's going to be talking about it. She's your go-to gal for things like that. I don't know about that. I'm not strong enough. Kristen is stronger than me. She will tell you. That's such a cute cover, right? I love it. I love the colors. You know what's really funny? We noticed last Tuesday there was a lot of green. And then going through this is so bizarre because there's a lot of purple or like the same kind of like, it's so funny as I was going through because I like to match the background with the covers whenever possible. And there's just a lot of purplish, which is just so funny and kind of not important at all. But I mean, hey, to each his own, right? Hopefully. Okie doke. So let's learn a little bit more about the Viscount of St. Albans. It's Sense and Sensibility and vampires. That's right. You heard that correctly. Silas Drake, the Viscount St. Albans, is one of the most desirable bachelors in England, approaching 30, wealthy, and poised to inherit his father's seat in Parliament. His aunt, the Dowager Viscountess, insists he marries well and soon, or she'll take matters into her own hands. But his love belongs to Viola Brightwell, who is a commoner of modest means and a vampire. Newly transformed after the recent battle to save Netherford, which I assume was in book 1, Viola rages in a locked room in Silas's mansion, wrestling with the violent passions of her new affliction. As Silas struggles to balance the demands of his rank with the desires of his heart, he finds himself at the center of a conspiracy by ancient and terrible powers. If that doesn't get your interest, I don't know what else could. That sounds fascinating. I tell you. It could be because of Valentine's Day on Friday. Yes, purple and pink and reds, all those go together. They sure do. As much as I love clinch covers, I do really like these covers with the graphics. It's true. Yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite, right? It's hard. We love purple. We love purple. Yes, ma'am. Love the purple. It does sound fun. It does sound fun. I know. I was excited too. This one I need to start today. It's coming out, as you saw, February 14th. I could not help myself but request it. I mean, the cover. This is not what is it? The graphics, not graphics, but I'll take it. I'll take it. And then we have all these great authors on here. Sarah Bennett, Cheryl Boylan, Shanna Galen, Lily Harlem, Jenna Jackson, Susan King, Catherine Bone, Amanda Mariel, Don Brower, Delphine Roy, and Tanya Wild. Each is doing a short story within this. It's Valentine's-y. if you will. And I have the arc, and I need to read it by Friday. And I'm very excited. So let's learn a smidge more about this, because why not? We're here and we love to hear it. A Duke by Any Other Name, which I'm typing in. I thought about making a little tab open for each of these books, but you guys know what happens to me when I have too many tabs open. I end up accidentally leaving. So I'm typing it in instead. This one is also going to be on Kindle for 99 cents. If you have less than $1, you can enjoy this. Don't forget, though, Dragon Blade, they're famous for taking it off like a year from now. So if you're one of those people like me that's like, oh, I'll read it next Valentine's Day, it might not be there. So just FYI. A Duke by Any Other Name would smell as dastardly, roguish, rakish, delightful. View romance through rose-colored Duke-tastic. That's right, that's a word apparently. Duke-tastic tales. Join several of your favorite historical romance authors in a new collection of unpublished novellas where dukes are wild or seductive or both. Inspired by Shakespeare's sonnets and plays, but with guaranteed happy endings. Yes, we need to know that. Lose yourself in new and romantic stories to warm your hearts and heat your soul. Smell the roses and experience the passion. Say less, right? Am I right? Say less. Super exciting. Sounds so fun, right? I'm so excited. I can't wait to start it today. I'm going to have so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I believe there's even more. Yes. Coming out on the 15th on Saturday. That's right. The day before Enna's birthday, everybody. We've got Emily Royal, Heartbreaker of the Ton. Again, purple. Purple, even more purple. But right, Vi is correct. We love the purple. And also some fall leaves. I mean, I am going gaga over this cover. If going gaga is still a thing, it may not be. Does anyone say that anymore? Heartbreaker of the Ton. Let's learn a little bit more about that too. Heartbreaker of the Ton. All right, Emily Royal. I'm really excited about this one. Okay. This is book 6 of the Misfits of the Ton. It says a ruined woman, a virgin vicar, a forbidden love. Sold. This one again, 99 cents on Kindle, by the way. So I could buy this for less than $1. Debutante Juliette Howard's attempt to ruin her sister out of envy and spite ended badly. Who would have thought? With Juliette herself ruined, disgraced, and pregnant. What in the world did she do? Okay, this is crazy already. This is going to be one of those bonkers plots, isn't it? Consumed by regret and reviled by society, Juliette fled her family's disappointment to hide in obscurity in a remote seaside village. Ooh, fun. As an outsider, she's viewed with suspicion by all except the vicar with a gentle voice and kind eyes. Oh, he's going to be a cinnamon roll. Whose compassionate soul threatens to breach her defenses. Oh, I'm starting to love this. Andrew Staines followed his calling when he entered the church, but his faith is continually tested in the country parish, where the gentry consider those of lower rank to be disposable commodities. He is a lone voice speaking out against the injustices of the world until a mysterious widow arrives with her young son. Her soulful eyes speak of past tragedy, but despite the hardships she endures, she becomes a champion for the cause of the downtrodden, and Andrew finds himself in danger of falling in love. Despite vowing to protect her heart, Juliette finds a soulmate in Andrew, a man struggling with his faith as she struggles to reconcile herself with her past sins. But a fallen woman with an illegitimate child is no suitable match for a chaste vicar, a man revered as the model of morality. And when Juliette discovers Andrew's connection to her family, what? She realizes that some sins can never be forgiven. What? This is going to be nuts. Wow. Wow. There's a whole lot going on. And this is another one I feel like Kristen's going to tell me any second that we just heard the whole book. Oh, what is a ton? Okay, I bet people are already answering. Let me see. And Terry, I know that ton comes from a French phrase. Do you want to tell us about that? Or did you already do that? I love remote seaside villages. Me too, Terry. Me too. The ton is like high society. Not a ton, but the ton. It's like the hot ton, but it's like from the French, apparently. Ooh, I was worried at first, but this sounds like it could be very emotional and sweet. I know. It sure does. It sure does. Gotcha. Thanks, ladies. Is it available in paperback? Great question. It is not. Sorry. Well, at least not on Amazon. But you know what? If you go to her website, I bet you anything she's got it in paperback. It is lovely, isn't it? It would look good on a bookshelf, I tell you that. Man of morality, I call BS. Yeah, something's going to happen there. It comes from the French expression, oh, don't make me say French, Terry. You know how I am. Société de bon ton. I probably did a terrible job just now. Don't hate me, Terry. Don't hate me. Goodness gracious. Okay, that may be it. Is that it? It is. We just got through all of the brand new releases, except apparently Kristen mentioned the big one that is coming out that didn't go on my radar, the Scythe and Sparrow. So if you enjoy Butcher and Blackbird, and I think there was another one, and then there's this one. So, and we'll see Kristen dancing her way to the register at Barnes & Noble. I would pay to see that. I would love that. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, thank you. I'm not as bad as I thought, but I know I didn't do it well. But you're very kind. I tell you. I think Dragon Blade also sells on their website, and the paperback might be available once it's release date. Oh my heavens. Thank you, Megan. Speaking some truth into this morning. I love it. Hey, that was great French pronunciation. Oh, thank you. I noticed how I just messed that up. French pronunciation. Goodness gracious. Need some more tea. That's what I need. That is what I need today. I tell you. All right. So, next order of business, we are going to be talking about monster romance because, and I actually have Terry to thank for this, she brought this to my attention. And by the way, if you ever think there's anything that we should be talking about on our morning show, feel free to let me know in any way that you would like. You could email me at beingpositive@gmail.com. Feel free. Or on Discord or on Instagram. I'm just everywhere. I'm everywhere. So please let me know if there's anything you want me to talk about on the morning show. But yes, Terry let me know that the Monster Romance Stuff Your Kindle Day is happening on Valentine's Day. So for those of you that enjoy monster romance, I dabble. I do a little dabbling. I feel like, you know how I love S.E. Wendell, Sarah Wendell. And this is about as much as I get into it. You guys know this is one of my favorite books of all time. She calls it Monster Light. It's primarily like a fantasy, and he's half orc, but this is my jam right here. So, but yes, I was still eager to find out more. I don't want it to get hurt. And I will open this right now so that you can see it. Doodly do. Where did it go? And I wish that I had saved it. Oh, you know what? It's on my description box. Or I could just do it in the Discord. I meant to do that before. It's been a crazy day. As I mentioned, with the snow and everything, it's been a little bit hectic at my house. So my apologies for not having this ready as we started. Okie doke. Now we are ready to roll. Sharing the screen. Let's go to the Monster Stuff for Your Kindle Day website. For those of you that are really interested in this, I was really impressed by everything they did. They've got Find the Books. Then you've got your hugs from the Spicy Books Queen, Tilly Bramley, and T. Spangsberg. You can also find it on Instagram. And there's the Author's Valentine's event. You can find it by author, which I thought was really neat. But you can also, if you click on Find the Books, you can look based on type. So as you can see, if I'm doing this correctly, yes, we have alien, aquatic, all the monsters, cryptids, demons and angels, sentient objects, shapeshifters, trolls and orcs, and vampires, which I forget, I suppose they're monsters. I forget about that sometimes. So I have this linked in my description box. I will also be linking this in the Discord under Wake Up to Romance, under that channel. or server, I should say. So for those of you that are looking for some free monster romance to stuff your Kindle with this Valentine's Day, look no further because they've got some good ones. I'll scroll through in just a minute. I love to scroll, but I don't want to give anybody motion sickness at the same time. Let me glance at some comments here just to make sure I didn't forget anybody. Let's see. Oh, the Dragon Blade site links to Barnes & Noble. Most of the paperbacks are $19. Good to know. I was going to avoid your stuff, your Kindle stays this year. Oh, Vi, perhaps not, right? It is free, and if you have space. I have to read Halfling still. Yes, you do, Kristen. It's so good. I gave it 6 stars. I love it so much. Shannon says, for those of you who want a little extra on Valentine's Day, here's a monster romance. I love it. I love it. Well said, Shannon. Perfect. But I love monster romance. Do it, Vi. Do it. It's free. And I can't imagine that it would be bad to have it on your Kindle, right? I mean, you'll have space. Do people run out of space on their Kindles? They probably do somehow. Look at all of them. I know. Are you guys looking? Is somebody looking at all of them? Yeah. Oh, Cassandra. Hello. Hello. Sorry you're late. We're just happy you're here. Work, life, and snow. Yes, ma'am. That is what we're dealing with too. Aquatic equals tentacles. We're going to find out. What is sentient objects? Let's just scroll through, guys, because I'm seeing interest. Get ready. Are you sitting down? Buckle up. It's going to get a bit crazy in here. So be prepared. Oh, there we go, Vi. Sentient objects are too much for me, I think. They're literally objects, like a door or a lamp. Or I don't know what SMT is. It's probably an acronym for something. Like Unhinged by Vera Valentine that did the rounds last year. Yes, that got, I think, 2 awards in my awards show last year. That one did. I want to say it's like a chair or a door. Let me look to double check. Hold on. I'll show you. I'm thinking aquatic would also include merpeople. Ah, you got it. All right, you guys are so good. You're so curious. I love it. So we've got the alien. Again, I'm going to try to scroll slowly. Some of these are like, whoa. Many of these are like, whoa. We're seeing these, right? And remember, I have oh goodness. Stud muffin. Alien, wait, 20% stud, 80% muffin. I think I need that one. That literally says, right? Am I reading this wrong? Stud muffin, but it says above it 20% stud, 80% muffin. 10 points to anyone who can fit that into a sentence by the end of our show. Oh, goodness gracious. You were right. You were right. Now Terry gets it. Stud muffin. But don't forget, he's 20% stud, but 80% muffin. Stud muffin. Oh my, I know. These are crazy. Look at Tenek's Torment. It's called Tenek's Torment, but it looks so cute. I don't understand. I told you to buckle up. I'm telling you. Some of these are gorgeous and some of these are like a little scary to me anyway. But again, weenie over here. Oh, the goodness gracious. The deviled egg made me do it. Yikes. I tell you what. There's something else. All kinds of covers, right? Just all the covers. Some of these, like the Crumpus Tales, books 6 through 10, that looks terrifying. And then right beside it is By the Horns with a cake. It looks precious. You just never know. We've got the cryptids. Let me see if there's any more comments before. Because let's see. Merpeople and Krakens. Yes, absolutely. Hot alien bartender. Yes. The deviled egg one is hilarious. I know. I saw that. I'm scared. Look away, Megan. Don't look. I know. Megan's like me. When I was looking through this, preparing for the show, it's like, oh my. Yeah, like all yours. Like, yikes. But again, like I don't mean to like cast judgment because anytime I even think about it, I told you my husband always like comes in from stage left and goes, "You like alien romance. Don't you dare judge." I'm like, okay. So yeah. But everybody's got interests, Look, that guy's got fire. But yeah, it's hard for me. Like, they look scary, some of them. I tell you what, my indecent Valentine. Oh, here we go. Sentient objects. There's the Energizer Bunny. And it looks like one of those things at the sports events, the mascot. And then there's a lamp. There's a Shapeshifters. I feel like that should be under sentient objects. Light me up, an MM lamp romance. For those of you now, Terry, which space is the MM lamp romance on our historical romance bingo card? I feel like there was lamp romance in there, Terry. I tell you what. Yeah, these are something. I love the dad bod wolf shifter holding the little wolves. It's so cute. Oh my heavens. Oh my. Okay, I need to look and see if there's any more comments. Okay, I'm totally because I have to be on the other screen. Okay, what am I missing here? No, I read the deviled egg one with the. Oh, really? Oh, you read it already. I totally forgot, even though it's in my planner. Oh, hey, Sock. Welcome. Look, y'all, there's a fine line between joy and being creeped out. Stay safe. I know. Energizer bunny and a mascot. What more could you ask for? The Energizer bunny. I know. to make the greatest man alive, he must have 20% stud and 80% muffin in him. There you go, Kristen. There you go. I feel like this might be the place for me. Yeah, where is that weird romance crew? Is that Becky of Bex Reads, or am I making that up? Let us know where we can find that for those of us that are excited about it. Terry says, maybe in a drawing room under summer house party, the lamp. Terry, you're a hoot. I know. That is a good. Yes, I was as well speechless. Yes, Wyoming. I know. Anthropologists like it wet. I can't even. I know. And it says, hi, Suck. Yeah, so yep. This looks fun. Monster Magic dating service. Look at the cute little drinks. And then we've got our vampires, I think. And I don't know what that is. That's an ad. Okay. So, yes, there we are. We saw it. And we're all out on the other side. Megan, you can look again. It's gone. I promise. Oh, gosh. Oh, it's April's book club. Thank you, Terry. Oh, my gosh. Thank you. April. I should have known that. Oh, they're saying hi to each other. I'm open to most wild books and give a try, even monster smut or Omegaverse. Yeah. I think Julie of Bookish Travels, what we saw earlier this morning, she and I we did some buddy reads we would take turns each month finding the weirdest thing we could find and reading it and just giggling the whole time. It was hilarious. So that was like years ago now. But yeah, that was kind of a hoot and a half. Kristen says it's in the Hideaway Discord with Hannah Blackwell, the weird romance book club. April and Maggie run it, but we've been on hiatus for a bit. Okay, good to know. There it is. April and Maggie's book club. Thank you. See this? What would I do without you guys? What would I do? I don't know. I would just be completely lost. Okie dokie. Well, guess what? We've gotten through the news. We did it. We learned a lot. I learned a lot. For sure. Now we have 30 minutes. This is actually working out perfectly. If we have 30 minutes, we can do a sprint. And then we're going to come back at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to talk to Christy Swift about her new release. So I'm really excited. And I have a fun holiday themed timer again. It's not Cupid's this time. It is a heart race. It's really cute. Okay, let me share this. Oh, wait, I think I see some more. Dee just said something. I think sentient objects might be a bit much for me and my husband. Right? I tell you. Woohoo! Oh, I know. Yes, let me show you. Okay, I'm going to remove that, and then I'm going to share the screen. Here we go. I've set it for 30 minutes. I'm going to remove these ads. Good night, the ads. Pick your color, heart. We got 5 actually today. That never happens. I got to go with my favorite color, purple, personally. Let me know what color. We usually go for number, but yeah, we're doing colors today. And then if you win, you get that good feeling of winning for the rest of the day. And we'll be doing some work. Oh, we'll be reading, doing some productivity. Can't wait to hear as we welcome Christy Swift to the channel in about 30 minutes. So Yeah, I'm excited. I know. Oh, look, we're seeing a lot of people with no diapers, please. There's no not like the Cupids with the diapers. I know. I know. I think table saws might be a hard limit for me. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, Terry wants the blue one. I love Terry. Terry, you're going to win again. Terry always wins lately. I know. Go purple. Go purple. Purple with the little bow. I know. Oh, I didn't even notice the bows. We're doing a lot of purple. Blue. Always purple. Always purple. Oh, red for Valentine's. Oh, that's a good idea. Green. Going against type, doing green. I love that though. And I love the bow. Everyone wants purple. Then I'll take yellow. Watch Vi win this whole thing. I can't wait to see. Let's get started. Let's do it. I'm going to mute myself so you don't have to listen to me sing talk to myself. did it. All the purple people. Vi, I'm so sorry. Tell you what. Oh my heavens, that was really fun. Oh my gosh. Well, I had a great time. I don't know if anybody had as much fun as I did. I've just been getting ready to have the fabulous Christy Swift on. And I've got a couple things that you're going to just love. But yeah, well done, Purple, right? I hope everybody had a chance to read and or get productive on this Tuesday morning, at least where I am. But yes, Big Red, what's with the choking? You need a new coach if you're going to choke like that. I love it. I love it. Oh, I can respect the win. Oh, Vi, I'm so glad to hear that. Next time, right? I tell you. Well, without further ado, oh, I see one more. Oh, while I patiently wait for Barnes & Noble to open, I finished 35% of the fourth book in the cozy mystery series called The Second Chance Mysteries, Telling Tales. Excellent, excellent. Okay, yay, Purple, truly. Without further ado, I don't want to keep her waiting one more moment. She's been here. I can't wait to hear how her morning has gone so far. It's a big day for her. Please welcome the fabulous Christy Swift.
Hi, thank you for having me, Bee.
I'm so thankful that you're able to come on today. And I know this is a huge day for you. So I'm just so grateful that you could take some time out of your very busy day and join us. Is that a real background behind you? Okay.
I wish
Your
my
house
house
is
looked like this.
Got my
I
green
have a
screen.
green screen behind me, and this looked really nice. I just like change it up sometimes. I live in Florida, so sometimes I'll put a snowy winter in the back so I can live the dream, the winter dream. But
This is so true. I love it. Everybody's so excited that you're here. This is the best community in the world, by the way. I say it all the time because it's true. Because it's true. Well, how was your morning? Tell us what you were up to. I gave him a little bit of some detail.
so I'm a debut author, right? So like all of this is brand new. I'm a brand new baby author. I've never gone through this before. So my first book launched today, and I'm glad you're having me because I wanted something. Yeah, February 11th. I wanted something to do like on launch day because there's all this like lead up and hype and social media posts. So this morning I actually went down to my local Barnes & Noble, and they had a copy for me to sign for a little photo op. My husband took me there and we did the picture, and then I was like, can we put the book out on the Valentine table? And they were very accommodating. So that was fun. And then even this morning when I first woke up, I was trying to get my Instagram follower count up to 1,000 because I really, really didn't start on Instagram until this year. And I was sitting for a long time at like 500 and 600. But then some of the amazing Bookstagram community and writer community online got on board to help me. And overnight, they got me to the 1,000 mark. So I woke up this morning with 1,007 followers. And that felt really good. Really, really good.
What a special day. Oh my gosh. I'm so thankful we get to celebrate some of it with you. This is great. A gal named Lisa Amowitz is saying, hi, my sweet friend.
Yes, she's one of the ones. She's doing a giveaway right now of 3 books. One of her books, Celebrity Crush, and our friend Emily Collins' book as well. So you should check her out.
Oh, wonderful. We will check her out. We will have to. Congratulations to you. Jensen Parker. Oh my gosh. We just had her video earlier. Oh my gosh. This is so neat that you're here. Oh, I should have had you on too. Oh my gosh. We'll have to have you on again, Jensen. Seriously, I would love that. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. Congrats on the release. Oh, yes, yes. So, okay. Before we start talking a little bit more about the book, there's something else I have to do. You have to indulge me because, okay, first of all, you guys are going to figure out what I'm already saying. We do love narrators, and we love a particular narrator. You know where I'm going with this.
I do.
Okay. So I know it's on your page, so I figured you wouldn't mind if I shared it. Oh, guys, wait until you see this. You are going to love this. Okay, I have to stop sharing my Valentine hearts. There's always so many things to do back here. Okay, here we go. We are going, oh my gosh. Okay, get ready. Are we seeing her page? Double check. Okay, here we go. Ready? This is great.
I just did a book called Celebrity Crush. I don't remember the author's name, but it was so fun. It was a nice rom-com, and like it was legit funny, and me, like I got to kind of have fun with it, and there was like a couple things that even I did that was not, it was just like the way that I did it. So when I was done, I was like, hey, they're gonna laugh at that. Like that was a good job. Like pat myself on the back because I felt like I know they'll laugh because I did that funny. I think it's funny. And so it's very exciting. I hadn't done a book. A lot of the rom-com world I haven't been a part of because of all the dark stuff. I've been so it's either hockey or knives. And that's it's my life right now. So then getting some good old-fashioned rom-coms, and this one was particularly good, I thought. Celebrity Crush. I just did a book.
I'm so excited. Okay, now I have to stop. So that was, if you couldn't recognize, there it is. They already know. Teddy Hamilton, who's narrated your book. And how amazing that you got that on video. Did that just feel like your first book?
So, I mean, he uses the name Andrew Aiden.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
But he's okay because everyone in the rom-com community knows, so he's okay that you guys know that. He's also Teddy Hamilton. And my publicist sent me that clip and I was blown away. I'm like, oh my God, like what huge praise, right? From somebody like him. And I got permission to share it. And that clip got me an interview with literary hype woman Stephanie Carr. So I did a podcast with her that will be coming up. Yes. Just because of his endorsement, she interviewed me. So thank you, Andrew. And thank you for doing such a wonderful job. He did such a good job in this book. Like,
I read it. I read the arc. So I read it physically, but now I need to listen. I want to see what he interprets.
I'm listening to him and I'm just like grinning ear to ear because I'm like, oh, he nailed it. Oh, he nailed it again.
Oh, I love that. I'm so happy to hear that because we had an author on not too long ago who could not stand to listen to the narrators because she felt like they were ruining her book. So I'm so happy to hear that you're having the opposite experience.
And Stephanie Willing too, as Emmy. And she does a fantastic job. And she's really good too with the male voices. Sometimes it's really hard when they do the other gender. And I'm listening to her. I'm like, I almost can't even tell that it's not another voice, So the audiobook, it's been getting good reviews and I'm really happy with it. And I was thrilled to see that clip. Thank you for sharing that.
Oh, I could not help myself. I knew everybody was going to love that. When I saw it on Instagram the other day, I was like, oh, I've got to share. I've got to share it. It's just going to be so fun. So, okay. So let me just start at the beginning here. What made you want to be an author? I mean, first, I saw your bio. You've been a writer extraordinaire for some time, it looks like. All kinds of...
I don't know where you got that impression.
Well, like with the magazine as an editor.
Oh, yeah.
Writer, I'm sorry. An editor.
That kind of writer I have. Yeah. I've been doing freelance writing for, 17 years now. Wow. A lot of it medical, a lot, I've done tech type stuff. I write feature articles I've done for newspapers. I write for Heartland Living Magazine. I'm the editor for Heartland Living Magazine, which is a local feature magazine around here. Beautiful. I might even have a copy of it. Anyway, that one you can actually see online. And, but for novels, I've always been a writer. I've always been that kid that was reading and writing. And when I was younger, I didn't, young adult, I did a little bit, but I kind of felt like I didn't have enough life experience to really tell a story. But I did a lot of traveling in my young adult life. And then I got married and I had kids and that kept me very busy. But then as I started to get older, I started to kind of get that itch. Oh, look, I found it. Here.
Yay! Oh, neat.
Anyway, what really kicked it off for me, I started reading YA sci-fi dystopia stuff, like the Divergent series and Hunger Games.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, I love this stuff. Why do I love this so much? Mm-hmm. And then my brother wrote a wrote a manuscript with a friend of his. And then a friend of mine, really close friend, the guy who introduced my husband and me, he wrote a book. And I'm like, these guys are doing it. Why not me? And the final nail in the coffin was I posted online something about, why do I love YA dystopian fiction so much? And my high school English teacher responded, I don't know, but you should be writing it. And I was like, she's right. I'm going to do this. And that was probably about 10 years ago that I kind of started the journey to getting published.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And I want to talk about that. Oh, I want to talk about your book first. Okay, let's talk. Okay, we're going to get to the sci-fi. I definitely want to do that. I don't want to talk about she writes.
We'll do that at the end. Okay.
We'll do it at the end. Love that. But let's talk about this book. Well, no, I was going to tell us about your publishing your first book, but that's probably the sci-fi book.
No. This is my debut. This one is my debut.
This is the first official.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so
having a physical copy, like with your name on it and stuff, like, and a ISBN number, like this is the first.
Oh my gosh, so exciting. So exciting. So tell us about the journey to publishing your first book.
Well, I was, like I said, I was like writing YA sci-fi and fantasy, and I really wasn't having a lot of luck finding an agent. I was going the trad route. And I actually did a contest. I was like, I'm going to try to do a contest and see if I can't win something. So I did the NYC Midnight Short Story Contest, which they do every January. So it was January 2020. And the way that works is they give you a genre, word count, they give you a character trait and something else, and then you have to write a short story. They put you in heats, and they kind of break it down there. And the first genre they gave me was rom-com, and I had never written a rom-com. Never. I didn't even know if I could be funny. I had no idea. I was writing these angsty teenagers in space, right? I didn't know. So I did it. I wrote this little short story. It's called Trust Fall. If you sign up for my newsletter on my website, you get a copy of it for free. But it's basically an agoraphobic board game designer falls in love with the girl in charge of his booth at a con. So I got first place in my heat in the contest with that.
Get out.
So yeah, so like I'm like, okay, like I guess I can do this. Like this was really fun, and I had some success with it. So then so that was January 2020. So COVID hits, right? And, we're all stuck at home. My husband and I are at home with 3 of our daughters that are still living at home. And I said, let's make this fun. Let's do an Avengers marathon. The girls and I haven't seen all the movies. We'll watch them in the recommended order. It's going to be fun. So we did it. And it was, because COVID had you already kind of in a weird emotional state. Like we were like in it. We were obsessing. The girls and I were like, oh my God, like, and they were sending me promo tour footage, and they were telling me all these things. I'm like, send me that, send me that. We were so in it. And I was like, I should write a real rom-com, like a whole novel. And I want to like just live like what it would have been like to be a part of something like the Marvel franchise. These guys for 10 years making all these movies together, and they're friends off stage, and they're making this, awesome, fun, thing. And then, I had also seen like the Star Trek cast, when a Star Trek show ends, everybody's in tears and they're like, don't know what to do with themselves. Like I wanted to kind of experience that. So I wrote this book, honestly, just for myself, just to entertain myself. And it hit.
I love it. And so Celebrity Crush was born.
Yep.
I love it so much. So tell us more about the plot of this. I mean, this is so perfect. I can't wait to hear more.
Oh gosh. So this is the hardest part, right? Is to summarize your plot. So I'm just going to read.
Sure.
I'm just going to read it.
Go for it.
13 years after Emmy Ellison's Hollywood dreams were crushed, she skyrockets to fame when a viral poll reveals her debut romance novel was inspired by her real celebrity crush. As the book becomes a bestseller and a film adaptation is fast-tracked with her crush cast as the lead, Emmy finds herself living her ultimate fantasy. Meanwhile, her crush hopes the project will rescue him from some bad press. As they grow closer on their promo tour, Emmy struggles with a secret. She included a deeply painful moment from his past in her novel. When he finds out, it's bound to ruin their Hollywood ending.
Oh man. Oh man. I had so much fun with this. It reminded me so much of, and I think I said this in my review, but it's like what life would feel like, really, if you were a writer and you had your crush. Like, I'm trying to remember the name of the talk show host. What was her name
Which one?
she's like the
Oh,
Oprah type.
Terica. You mean,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. She was like the Oprah type to
Yes.
me.
Yes.
And I'm just, she's on this show and they're talking about which character from this popular, like a Star Trek type, would you say?
It's a sci-fi TV dance show. So it's like Star Trek meets Glee. Imagine that.
Yes. Yeah. So they're all very attractive and they really know how to dance. And yeah. And I don't want to give anything away because it just
You
was
can
so
talk
much-
about the first scene.
I can. Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So there are 4 gentlemen in the running for who is this person that she's been dropping hints about? Who is the main crush that she's had forever, that she has based her book on? What gentleman? And all 4 of them come out on stage. It just I felt like I was watching an episode of Oprah. It was so fun watching them all come out, and she's dying, but she handles it very well. As far as main characters go, I found her to be extremely hilarious.
Good. That's the whole point. If you laughed, I'm so happy. I just want you to laugh and have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, I had a choice with her when I was writing that scene. You know, I'm like, all right, how is she going to react? Right? Like, you're sitting on stage, you're talking about your book, and then suddenly, like, imagine like your 4 favorite Avengers just start walking across the stage and they're coming to meet you. And one of them is your celebrity crush, right?
Yes.
So I'm like, she could either, like, the way I think most books go, just for the tension, is to make the main character, really kind of shy and uncomfortable in the spotlight, you know? And
yes,
so that's where the tension comes from. But I'm like, you know, I don't want to do that. I don't want it to be too like me. I want to live someone else's life, someone who's super good in front of the camera, charismatic, like made for this, like a star. And so instead of having her be shy, I just had her like lean in and just be what we all wish we could be. And like that kind of launches her. And it was really fun to live that character, to write that character and live that character. Not she's got her own issues, right? She's not super confident all the time. But she can put on a good show. She is born for Hollywood, and that is her goal, right? Not even though he's her celebrity crush, like he's kind of going to get in the way of her goal, and that's where the tension comes from.
Well, and you mentioned that sometimes she's like not self-assured. It just reminded me of the fact that you don't shy away. You don't want to just take these characters and make them 2-dimensional, glossy, happy-go-lucky all the time. These guys do have their own demons that they're dealing with. I mean, they really felt real. That you went deep. I appreciated that, and just how fully formed they were.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One of the things readers will mention is that they're both single parents. So while they're having this love story, they have their kids to think about. You know, it's not just them. So every decision they make, every risk they take is putting their kids at risk as well. So that plays in a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
Especially for her.
Yeah, and that's a rare thing. We'll see maybe a single parent in a rom-com, but to see 2, it was very unusual. I see Lisa's comment here. The second my Audible credit comes in, click. I can't wait. I'm a very early beta reader and I am so excited. Oh, how fun.
She's more than that. She's one of my closest writer friends. Thank you, Lisa. I'm not seeing all the comments here, and I saw my BFF is in here, Mina.
Can't wait to hear the audio. Yes.
So Mina, actually the best friend character, Josie, some of her lines came from Mina.
Get out.
Mhm.
Get out. I love that.
And some of the jokes are so many of my husband's jokes are in this book too. So watch out when you have a writer friend. That's all I'm going to say. And we don't ask for permission.
That's
It's not copyright if you just said it while we were there.
That's great. That's great. Well, Lisa says, and my paperback copy just came. How perfect. How perfect. Well, talking about how reality and, is going into your writing, I have to ask this question. Now I feel like, is it Terica? I forgot the name again.
Terica. Yes. Terica.
Now I feel like Terica.
And I have a friend named Terica also.
I love that. So is there anyone that you've had a crush on that informed your character in your book?
Well, to be honest, I really used those Marvel actors in this book across the board. Because I started, I'm a pretty new author, right? So I'm still developing my style. And there's something that we have in the writing community, which is show, don't tell, right? You're not supposed to say he was sad. You have to show us that he was sad in his facial expressions, in the way he does things. And so you're basically describing someone acting a scene. So I started to just okay, this character is kind of like this character played by this person. So how would he play that? Then I would watch the actor play the scene in my head, and then I would write it. So some of the actors, I really don't want to tell everybody who to fan cast because I think it's more fun if you fan cast who you like, but I'll name some of the ones I used. Okay. You can match them up if you want.
Okay.
I used Robert Downey Jr., Chris Pratt, Jeremy Renner, Zachary Levi, The Rock, Nick Offerman.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah, those are just off the top of my head. There's so many more. Okay, who have I seen play a scene like this really well? How would he play it? And I would watch them do it in my head, and then I would write it. And I think it really helped me. It helped me capture that show don't tell, that elusive show don't tell that we're always going for.
I love that. And we have all of them here today. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to.
I need to knock at my door.
Yes, they're coming in. They're the one's going to play that grand piano behind you. Right? Wouldn't that be amazing? We need to.
That would be the dream. If I ever got to reenact that scene,
yes,
I could get hit by a bus the next day and no hard feelings.
Yes.
Pinnacle.
Right. Exactly. So many of us would be right there with you. I love it. One question: can you get it at Target?
No, and I'm mad because Target did not pick it up. Target did not pick it up. You can get it. You can always get it online at Amazon or BarnesandNoble.com. You can always get it there. And then some indie bookstores are carrying it, and it's hard to know which because it all depends on where you are.
Sure.
But a safe bet is ordering online from Amazon or Barnes and Noble.
There you go. Excellent. This is our friend Sock. She goes by Sock. She goes, I pair scented candles with books I read. Here's a question you didn't expect, right? Do you have a scent suggestion for Celebrity Crush?
Oh my goodness.
Robert Downey Jr. smell like.
Well, it's set in Hollywood, right? So I would have a citrusy thing going on, but then I would kind of mix that with a sexy, musky kind of cologne thing.
Yes.
So almost like a Calvin Klein, but maybe a little darker, a little sexier. That's what
All right, you got that,
Sock? That question. I love that.
I didn't think of that one. Good job, Sock. Now I want to see what she pairs this with on her Instagram. I love that. Shannon says, so many single parent romances are one single parent and a love interest with zero experience with kids. I love this being two single parents. Well said, Shannon.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, Kristen. She goes, no Chris Evans?
You know what? Chris Evans could play the main character, honestly. That's why I don't want to name anybody because Kristen, you go ahead and you put Chris Evans in there. I know he's going to play it great.
There you go. He can do anything. Absolutely. They're all here with a dance number. Hit it, boys. Yeah.
Oh my God. Please. And take my hand and pull me in too. Like, I'm here for it. Oh
The
my God.
dip,
So a
everything.
friend of mine just sent me, Heather, she sent me a video clip of Heath Ledger, like being interviewed, just, like he had gotten out of a car or some event. And
Yeah.
as he's talking to the reporter, behind him, this woman starts screaming her head off,
Oh, no.
just like losing her mind. And he turns around and he looks at her and he grabs her face and he kisses her right on the mouth. And then
What?
she backs up and she's like, and I'm like, I consent. I know that probably was not cool. And nowadays we'd be like, no, don't do that. But I consent. Go ahead. My celebrity crushes, you can totally do that. I even got my husband's permission. Like, it's okay.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. We even have some new friends that have joined during the interview. We've got Jesslyn here. Hi, Jesslyn. And Susan's coming from England. Jolly old England. I love it. I love it.
Right.
Oh, Lisa says, well, my lilac perfume came with the book, but I don't think it pairs. Don't you love ordering online? You get all these lovely things at the same time.
That's so funny. That would be a funny thing to look at. Like, what came with my book? And, do they pair at all? Like this turtle aquarium cleaner that came with mine.
How can I make this work? I love it. Oh, Sock says, I can work with this. I'll tag you on Insta when I read and burn. Oh, perfect.
I would love that.
Please do. I want to see. Oh, Terry. No Henry Cavill?
Of course. Listen, Henry Cavill is the first one mentioned. He's like the name of a chapter, right? The first chapter is The Road to Hell is paved with Henry Cavill memes.
I forgot that. Yes.
We don't leave Henry out. We don't ever leave Henry out.
Never. OMG, I die. Yes, Heath. Right. Oh, hall pass. That's right. That's right.
I know her hall pass. I'm not going to rat her out. She can do it in comments if she wants, but I do know who her hall pass is.
We could do a whole show on hall passes.
We could just talk about our celebrity crushes, right?
Exactly.
Coconut water would pair. Yes.
Absolutely. Dee says, you're so funny, Christy. Can't wait to read your book. It sounds like a whole lot of fun.
Thank you. I hope you laugh a lot. Like, that is my goal, is for you to sit down, escape reality, and just laugh and have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. What about the ladies? Scarlett
Yes.
Johansson. Get out, really?
Yes, she did inspire a character in there. And when I wrote Emmy, I didn't have anybody in mind for her, but since I've written the book, I found the perfect person to play her. Her name is, I don't know if I can pronounce her. I don't know if her name is pronounced Jessica Roth or Jessica Roth, but she just has that. She's got the like light eyes and the long, like she's got that 70s beachy look. I saw her on Virgin River. She played Mel's mom as a young person. And I was like, oh my God, that's Emmy. That's Emmy. So, if there's ever a movie and I'm in charge of the casting,
there you go.
That's the role.
Oh boy. Oh, I love it so much. How fun. I love what Shannon says too. If The Road to Hell has Henry Cavill, I'm 100% up for a long road trip.
We'll handle the rest when we get there. We'll figure it out.
That's right. That's right. Yes. Paige says, so true. Henry Cavill is a must to include. Absolutely.
Oh, he's in there.
I love that so much. Okie dokie. Let's see. Ooh, and in terms of writing, who are your greatest influences?
Gosh, this is a hard question. Now, my favorite author ever is Lois Lowry. She's The Giver and and by the way, I always make a point of saying this. If you didn't know, The Giver is part of a series, or like there's like 4 books around that universe, and I just love her so much. She, her storytelling and just the depth and the way she makes you think and feel. For me, like if I'm going to read something, I want to feel deeply, and, romance is one thing, but I want kind of other types of depth as well. And she's so good at that. She's just lovely and amazing.
Yeah.
And like another influence that's not really writing, but he was kind of formative for me, and he did make it into the book too. That's Sting. Sting gets a mention. And Sting, like when I was in high school, he was my celebrity crush. He was probably my first celebrity crush. And Sting was the one who kind of woke me up to the rest of the world. He did a lot of social justice type things. Remember, he taught us about the rainforest and some of the human rights violations that were happening in the world at the time. I joined Amnesty International because of Sting. Sting was super formative for me. And not only that, he has always been so good at lifting up and raising up musicians, up and coming young, talented musicians. He's always been so good at that. So just, like as a person and throughout my life, Sting, and I was happy to give a nod to him in my book. I love you, Sting.
I love that. Did you happen to see the documentary about not We Are the World? It's the other one. Do They Know It's Christmas? It's on YouTube. Did you see it?
No, but I need to because I love that song.
Yes, and he's obviously in it.
Yeah.
Because they just in the 2024 was the 40th anniversary, if you believe it, of that song. And it's a fascinating documentary. I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend, especially
I'll have to see it because I love a lot of those artists. I remember when it first came out. And you know what else I loved was when Daddy's Home 2 came out and featured that. Did you see that movie? That's like a staple Christmas movie now. Yeah. And they, did a big thing with Do They Know It's Christmas? I thought I was the only one who was obsessed with that song every year.
Yeah.
No.
Isn't that fun? Yeah, you got to see the documentary. You got to see it. It's fantastic.
I'm going to make a note.
I love what Kristen just said. Every breath you take, every move you make.
And every little thing she does is magic.
Yes. Oh, so good.
I had a dream of that Sting sang that song to me. I had that dream probably, oh my God, when I was in 6th grade. And he was swimming in a pool and he swam up and he put his arms on the edge of the pool and he sang that song to me like I had my feet in the water. I'll never forget this dream.
I love that. Oh my gosh, too funny.
Maybe that's why I have a sexy pool party scene in my book.
I was going to mention that. And I was like, well, I don't want to give anything away. There's some great pool scenes in your book. I love. And I know
I love the water.
Yes. Okay. So you mentioned Lois Lowry and you were talking about Sting. We're talking about things other than just, rom-coms. I want to make sure because if I don't do it right now, I might not do it. And I don't want to forget. I would love, is that okay if we talk about okay, perfect. Okay. Let me share my screen. Okay. So we see your beautiful, beautiful website here. We've got Christy Swift. If you're looking for rom-coms all day long, go here. But then we can also look for CP Swift. If you're looking for sci-fi and sci-fantasy forever, you can click on this. These are gorgeous. Tell us a little bit about this because we have some fantasy fans in the house today. So
this is actually available for free on Royal Road. Royal Road is a free serialized fiction platform for mostly sci-fi and fantasy. I wrote this based on my nephew's board game that he designed, produced, and distributed. So there's a board game called Rolling Empires. And I was like, my husband and I are both nerds and we play a lot of nerdy board games. And one thing I've noticed about nerdy board games is they've done a lot of the world building for you. You live in this place. These are the people who live here. This is what they're fighting over, the resources. And they'll give you a backstory. And I'm like, God, all we need is characters and a story. So I asked my nephew, if I could license his IP and do just something fun, a serialized story about his game. So I did. And I was so happy with how this turned out. So this is very long. And it's, as you can tell, it's very much high fantasy. There's elves and dwarves. And I have a neurodivergent dwarf that everyone falls in love with. Lisa's in love with him. You'll hear about that. Emily. But yeah, so you can read this for free on Royal Road in a serialized format. And I do have it on submission with a publisher that's associated with that platform. And I would love for them to turn it into a book. If not, I'll probably self-pub this.
Oh.
And then on submission, I have a series called Planet of Souls. And remember when I said teenagers in space? Well, these guys are more like young adults in space. Yeah.
Wait, okay. Is
Dad,
it?
dad,
Wait.
dad. Oh, I have a short story in that. I think you have
Oh,
to go
sorry.
further.
Okay. Oh, wait. No,
Further,
I think.
further. Is it?
Okay.
No, maybe it's. Oh, there
Oh,
it is. There it is. Okay.
sorry.
This is
There we
on
are.
submission. This is on submission. I really, really hope to find a home for it. This was like my heart. And this is the book that Lisa worked really, really hard with me on. And I call her my mentor because she took this manuscript, which was a little like ho hum, and she helped me make it amazing. And I love this story. I've got a second book in draft form already. I want to do a third, but I'm trying to find a home for it. We'll have to see. I think romance is easier to sell these days than sci-fi. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. We've had many conversations on my channel about how publishing is going, what's popular, what's getting less popular. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Kristen just said, I put Celebrity Crush for my holds at Barnes and Noble.
Thank you,
I love
Kristen.
You have so much in the works. You're an amazing author. Truly.
Mina.
Truly. And
Secret. Yes, she's also a designer, and she's helped me with covers and all this artwork she helped with.
Beautiful. And this was so compelling, this one. Sorry for giving anybody motion sickness, but look at this cover.
So this one actually is an anthology that was put together by another author friend of mine, Dr. Marie Lestrange. That's her pen name. And I have a short story from that same NYC Midnight Short Story Contest in this anthology.
That's just beautiful.
But it's mostly horror. And I don't really write horror, but I had a paranormal kind of horror-ish element to that story, which allowed it to fit into this. So if you like horror, here you go.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to come back here. I'm gonna do. Okay, there we are. So I, unfortunately, in about 7-8 minutes, I need to go pick up my daughter at preschool.
Oh, no.
That's where we're at. But I'm telling you this because I just want to make sure we use the last moments of our time together this morning to make this as fruitful as we can. Where can we look for you? Where should we look for you? What do you want to tell us? Anything.
I guess you can find me on Instagram at Christy Swift Books. That's probably the best place. I also have Christy Swift Author on Facebook, and I have a rom-com group through my Facebook author page. So you can find me there if you like Facebook better.
Okay.
Yeah, and then my website is ChristySwift.com. Super easy.
Yeah.
You can find me there. I have a newsletter for my rom-com side and a newsletter for my sci-fi side. So if you have a preference either way, you can choose. And I need to get another newsletter out. Like I have to do that today because of the launch.
Oh my goodness, so exciting.
But do we have a couple minutes?
Yes.
There's one thing I wanted to mention about the book that makes it special about Celebrity Crush. And that is that I put like these little social media interludes. I've been told that my dialogue is one of my strengths. So, and it was Lisa who told me that, but my dialogue is one of my strengths. So I actually have, they're just basically scripts of like a video, a vlog, a podcast that you may have watched, and you just hear the characters talking. And so I have a couple of talking heads that do celebrity gossip. I had so much fun with them. Emil and Isla are their names. And then Emmy, and I don't want to give away the love interest name because you find out who he is in the first chapter, but Emmy and her crush do some videos together, and they do like a Venn diagram of things that they both suck at. So that's in there, and that turns out to be really cute. I think that's something that makes this book kind of fun and special.
It really made it sort of immersive. Like I just felt like I was experiencing it with the TV interviews, and then you're reading the things on the blogs. It just felt like just how life would go if you were a writer and you were getting just thrust into this Hollywood world and just all that it felt like it was, even though I was reading at a regular pace, it felt like it was swiftly moving. Cause you know how things, when it gets
swiftly moving.
Pun intended. No, but yeah, it was interesting how, it would get held onto by the media and things go viral and things start to spiral. And it had its own kind of intensity to it, which was interesting.
Good,
So, yeah.
good. I wanted it to be fast paced. And if for fans of the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, I have a scene in it inspired by the You're So Vain scene in that movie.
That's terrific. I didn't think about that, but yeah, I love that. I
You know what
love
I'm talking about, right?
Yes, 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 yes. I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, this has been so exciting. I'm sorry. My dog is dreaming and he's calling out while he's dreaming. Working from home. I tell you what. But this has been so, so lovely. I'm so thankful you were able to carve out some of your time to spend with us today. Are you going to be, I know you're going to be working on, are you doing anything else special today? I know you're doing your newsletter, but are you going out to celebrate or?
There's a party tonight. It's actually someone's birthday. And I'm like, that sounds like a great way to also celebrate the book launch. So we're going to party with some friends. And I do want to mention that I have a 2-book deal. So there will be a second Celebrity Crush book coming out as well, if you like this one.
Oh, that is so exciting. I was going to ask what's on the horizon, but I thought you're launching today. I don't want to already be like, what's next?
Yeah, get to work. This is in the can.
I almost asked the question. I was like, I don't want to do that to her. I mean, the launch day is exciting enough. But yes, that's wonderful to hear that you're going to have a second one. So exciting. I love it. I love it.
And I'm seeing all these, I'm sorry. I just want to acknowledge the people in the comments. Thank you, everybody. People are saying nice things and I appreciate it. And thank you for being here.
Yes. Oh yeah. They're so lovely. Oh, thank you so much.
Nice.
She's so sweet. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. It's such a fun interview. You are so much fun. And we look forward to, everybody's going to enjoy your book and then look forward to the next one. It's just going to be so fun. So thank you again for coming. And I wish you the best launch ever.
Thank you for the invite. I really appreciate it. Thank you everyone for being here. And I hope you love Celebrity Crush. I hope you laugh a lot. If you do laugh, here's something I love. If you laugh at a line, tag me, tell me. I would love to know the lines that made you laugh. That would make my day.
Oh, I love that so much. And we have things linked in my description box too. If you didn't remember what she said, it's in the description box. You can click on it. I'll add the Facebook because I didn't have that yet, but I will add that. I love it. I love it. So many lovely things. It's the best community.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, guys, you take care and I will see you again on Friday.
Bye.
Bye.